In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this particular flyer in Pixellab using your smartphone. I made this design not too long ago for a client. I designed this particular one and this one too. And people have been asking me to create a tutorial video on how I create this design from scratch. So today I'll be showing you how to create this particular one from the beginning to the end. Okay, if you also want me to create a video on this, you can let me know. But for today, we'll be dealing with this particular one. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video so as to get all the details on how to create this particular design. My name is Cornelius Aleke, and on this channel I create smartphone video tutorials on design, graphic design, also about Pixellab, about anything design, tips, hacks and tricks. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so as to always get in touch with my videos. So with no further ado, we are going to dive into what we have for today. So the first thing we are going to do now is to go ahead, open my kitchen. When I go to my kitchen, I tap on Pixellab. As I open my Pixellab, this will be the interface. Of course, I'll go ahead and delete this guy here. I delete it. So what's the next thing we are going to do now? The first thing we are going to do is to, of course, get our image size. So I can tap here to get image size from here, or I can tap here to get it anywhere you want to. All of them works. So I tap here. I'm going to be using the Instagram image size. Okay, that's 1080, and the height is 1350. Okay, so this is the image size which we will be working with. Next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the background. So but before then, I would like to import all the resources, most of the resources I'll be using for this design, so that I can easily access it and spend lesser time. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to use this trick which I've already shown on this YouTube channel. I'm going to tap this like up to 10 times or more, as much as I can. It's going to give me the opportunity to bring in so I'll be using this, using this, using this, using this. I'll be using this. Okay, I was able to use this. Okay, this. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't need this. I'm going to go ahead and hide this. I hope you can see. Next thing I'm going to do is to tap here again. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it's going to show again, and I'll go ahead and pick this. I need this. I need this. Okay, pick 3 this time around. Bring this in. I'll be using this. These are the resources, and I'm going to make these resources available. Pick this again. I'm going to make these resources available in the description, so do well to stick around. So next thing we are going to do now is to go ahead, tap on the shape. As we tap on this shape, we stretch this, stretch. Okay, increase it a little more, and I'm going to come here, come to gradient. I tap on this plus icon right here. I hope you can see the taps. Okay, I tap there, then I tap here. I come to color, use the color picker, pick it. Sorry, I come here, I drag this here. It does the opacity. The next thing I'm going to do now, so what I want is for you to have more of a golden touch. So one of these images which I'll be using this in part of it. The design has a golden color, so I want it to have some part of this, so it's going to blend very well when I place it on my design. So do well to stick around to view very well what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to remove this, and something like this is what we want. Something like this, yes. Okay, this is good to go. Next thing I'm going to do, I can change the background color. I'll change it to white. Okay, so they can blend very well. Next thing I'm going to do, this particular image here, this particular shape, I'm going to add texture to it. The texture, we have the texture of the background. Okay, we have the texture of the background. Come here, tap here. Now this is good to go. Then I keep it at the middle. If I need to work on it later, I will do so. I will lock it for now. Next thing I'm going to do now is to bring in perfumes. So this particular one right here is going to come above. So this one should come above. Then I go here, I crop this out, and I'm going to position it just the way I want it to be. I want this to come up, until this way. So this one right here, I'm going to just adjust it small. This is okay. This is okay. I bring it to the middle. This is okay. This will come to the light a little more. This is good to go. I go ahead and lock it. Then the next one, this one right here, I bring it, is going to be above here. Now what I'm going to do now, I tap on this crop here. I crop this particular part out. So I carefully crop it out. I don't need it. So I crop that part out. Reduce this size. Go to eraser. I use the eraser tool here to carefully erase this part of it. I don't need this logo. Erase it. So here we are good to go with this. So I'm going to fix it very well where I want it to be. So next I'm going to adjust the size. This is almost okay. I just have to place it how it should be. Something like this is very balanced. Something like this is good to go. So I'm going to lock this one too. Lock it again. Next thing I'm going to do, as you can see here, there is space here, and there is some vacant space, and I can add here and here. I can add perfume there. So what I'm going to do now is to go ahead, tap here, bring this one in. That here is where I'm going to use it. Bring it to front, reduce the size. Reduce this very well so you fit in here. It won't be too big. Now this is good to go. I just have to place it very well around here. Now this is good to go. Next one, I'm going to bring another one which I'm going to place here. Tap from gallery. I bring it in the second one here. So I crop it off this. Bring it in. I'm going to place it. This is step by step on how I created this design. And if you follow it religiously, you'll also get all the details on how to create it too. So I'm just going to bring this down here. Like this is okay. Increase it more. Like this is okay. Next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and lock these two things there. Another thing I want to do now is to write the name of the brand. Okay, the brand doesn't have a logo yet, so I used a particular typeface to write their name, which is very sophisticated and good for the brand. Aristima, that's the name of the brand. I bring it here to the middle, increase the size, and I'll go ahead, go to my font to bring the font. This particular font right here, Heavenly Christmas. Okay, Heavenly Christmas, that's the name of the font. Heavenly Christmas, that's the name of the font I used. I'm going to go ahead and increase the size. Okay, I will have to bring it to the middle. The next thing I'm going to do is to go to padding to make sure none of them is cut out, because script fonts like this, they usually cut off if you don't pad them. Next thing I'm going to do now is to write the other one, Aristima Perfume. of steamer perfume ray. I bring it down here, and I'm going to use another font which I used for it, a serif font, Merriweather. Yes, I think this particular one. Why am I using this particular font? Because it's a luxury brand, okay, and Scripton and serif font showcases luxury. That's why I'm using this particular one, and it serves the purpose very well. So in designs, you don't just choose font anyhow. There should be reason, and also the reason should align with the purpose of the design. So I'm going to use this particular font, Merriweather. I'll just place it very well around here. I will increase the spacing. Increase this. This is okay. I will just have to place it very well. This is good to go. Next thing we are going to do now is to write the focal point. I'll be the second focal point, the scant. Okay, I bring it right here. Increase the size, then also go and get the bolder typeface of the Merriweather. So we are ensuring you use just 2 fonts. You're already using 2 fonts. The Heavenly, Christmas, and Merriweather. So I'm going to increase this on this, the padding. So I'm going to do the padding so to ensure that no part of it is cut off. Okay, this is a slab serif font, not really a serif font, a slab serif, also a classical font. Next thing I'm going to do is to increase the size. I increase the size because it's the major attraction in the beginning. Okay, a sense for every story. Another thing I'm going to do now is to bring in, there is this particular golden ribbon, and I call it ribbon. Yes, right there. This right here. I'm going to bring it to the front for here. Increase the size. From here is where we are going to take our color palettes, because that's also what we use to get our background color. Okay, this I'm going to take it behind this. Like this is good to go. So this particular one, we are going to lock it. And from there we are going to take our color for this particular text right here. I hope you're following. So from there we tap on this text, we go to color. When we go to color, we go to gradient, we tap on this plus icon right here. As we tap on this plus icon, we tap here, is already highlighted, we tap on the color, then we use the color picker to pick the color we want. I want a darker, okay, darker part here, and also here too we have the same shade of golden somewhere here. Okay, and we add another one in the middle. That's where we are going to add the lighter. Of it, and we are going to tilt this way. This is too bright. Going to darken it more. And this is good to go. This will be our color for this, and I'm going to add some shadow to give it more contrast from the background. Opacity, the blur, reduce it. Add this one, reduce the opacity the more. And also next thing I'm going to do is to reduce the spacing. Okay, This is good to go. Then I'm going to write the what we have below is scanned for every story. Here we have it right here. We are going to go ahead and change the font, of course. Meriwether, Mary. This should go. And we are going to increase the size of this particular text right here. I'm going to increase it the more. Okay. I'm going to reduce the line, the spacing between the text, the letters. Okay. I place it right there, and I'm going to give it the same color. It's going to have the same color, and it's going to have some shadow, just light shadow. It might not be so visible, but it's doing the job it's supposed to do right there. Okay, this is good to go for now. If there is need for other adjustments, I'll do that later on. The next thing I'm going to do now is to add other information that we added to this flyer. So I'll go ahead, copy this from here, bring it down here, double tap on it to edit, remove this, and I'm going to paste. Okay, is perfume for unisex, is unisex perfume, body spray, fragrance oil, body mist, and more. These are the products they sell. Okay, so I'm going to increase it this way. It is the size. It is the spacing here. And then go ahead and add background to it. Go ahead and add background to it. Like this, I also add top and down too, and also the radius. I want it to be curved, just the way it is on the main flyer. And this we have a white color, of course, and then I have shadow for better contrast. Then bring this. This is good to go. I'm going to just bring it to the middle. Okay, so this is showcasing the services they render. I'll bring it down here. Another thing I'm going to do is to bring in a particular shape. Okay, there is this line I added over here. So I'm just going to do it this way. Go to opacity, reduce the opacity to 0, add just one stroke, then go to the stroke color and give it this particular color right there. So from here, so be around here. Just need one more adjustment, and I'm going to add some curve, some radius. Just have to bring it to the middle, and this one will come below this particular text, and I'm going to lock it. Next thing we are going to do now is to add, there are some perfumes hanging over from here. It adds more aesthetics to it. Here it is. I think I've imported it already. It's not here. I'm going to bring it in from my gallery. Here it is. I crop this out. I'm going to go to eraser. I use eraser to erase these things. Erase this. use this maybe here, right here. I'm going to reduce the size a little bit, and I'm going to copy it. Go to crop, take it to the other side, keep it around the side. Okay, it's going to add some added aesthetics to it. So to make sure they are aligned very well, I will use my grid line to position them very well. I'll use my grid line. I'll raise both of them up. Somewhere here is okay. So this one will go up. This one too. We go up. Also grid lines from this side. Then I'll adjust this one. And this is good to go. Then I'll go ahead, copy it again. Copy it, go to eraser. I will use another type of image. So what I'm going to do now is to clear this one, I'll be using this one in the middle. No. So I carefully erase this. So I'll be using this particular one. Come to crop, take it to the other side. It's going to hang in from this length. From this length, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to use another kind of fit, just like I've done before, to add more varieties to it. So these ones will be going out. So while using your eraser, you use it carefully. You can add handle so you don't erase something else. So I can add this thing here. I can still use my grid line to make sure they are well placed. So of course I use my grid line and place this very well, just the way I want it to be. This is good to go. We are wrapping it up already. Next thing we are going to add here is there is this particular platform right here. I'm going to bring it in somewhere here, somewhere here. So it's around here to here. Okay, it's where they added the call to action. You also have small curve, like 2% is okay. I go to color, add color. Of course, I'm going to add this gradient. That will be the color, and I will place it in the middle right there. This will be 1%. Placed at the middle. I'm going to position it the way I want it to be. Somewhere like this is okay. And also I'll be adding more details to it, just like we have on the flyer, the one I've created already. Somewhere here. And here. So I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to give it color. The color I'm going to give it, I want it to correspond with the other red. You know, we have this red here, we have this red over here, so I want it to have that same kind of, it's not actually red, but I will be taking my color from there so they can blend very well. There won't be too much color variation. So from here I take this particular color right there. So if you look very well, you see that we try as much as possible to repeat the colors and the elements so there will be uniformity. and it's very, very important. Repetition is part of the principles of design. Here we are repeating colors and also repeating fonts, and it's important to uphold these principles. Very, very important to uphold these principles. So next thing we are going to do now is to add, there is a caption over here, that is a short sales copy over here. So I'm going to bring it in right away. I'm going to bring it in from here, copy, and I'm going to edit it. Giving you comfort and elegance through our special fragrances. So that's the short sales copy there. So I'm going to place it very well, and I want to lay some emphasis on something here, giving you, it draws attention, okay, giving you comfort, elegance, and elegance through our special fragrances. So the main purpose of a flyer is for it to solve a problem. The problem could be to convert sale. There are numerous problems it can solve. And also I want to add another thing to the background. I want to add more something to it. So I will go to texture, tap on texture, tap on images, and I'm going to add this, something like this. Okay. Just increase it a little more, and then I'll bring it to the back. It will be around here. To be around here, there is this effect is giving off, as you can see already. And I'm going to reduce the opacity. I'm going to reduce the opacity. So all these details are part of the things that are added to this flyer to create it. Some call to actions over here. So from here I can get the word, copy, bring it down, place another today. But this will be in caps. I'm going to change the color, of course. I'll change the color to white, reduce the size, bring it here, and then go ahead, go to shadow. I'll go to shadow, it has more shadow already. Okay, this is good. I'm going to bring it down a little more. I'm going to bring it down a little more. And the next thing I'm going to do now is to also bring it this, bring it to front. This too, bring it to front, this to front. So now working on this one, I'm just going to reduce it. This should be deleted. I'll reduce the size. I will use the position tool to position it very well the way I want it to be, and of course I'm going to change the color to this color. I'll position it very well the way I want it to be, and I will do same for this one too. Reduce the size, bring it down, reduce it very well, bring it, and then fix it very well down here. And of course go ahead and change the color. I'm going to change the color to this. Yes, and I'm going to add the contact, the brand contact over here. Tap to edit, delete this. Over here, add it. and I'm going to place it very well, just the way I want it to be. I'm going to place it very well, this or that. So I'm going to move them. And then all of them, I would like them to be centralized. Tap here and move them to the center. And also I would like to add more details. I usually like to pay attention to details. I'll add more details like shadow to this. So I tap here, go to draw tool, come down to blur reduce. No, it's not bad. So I tap on here, draw more, something like this, yes. And then I'm going to take it to the back. Then bring it just below these perfumes, below here. And I'll centralize it. And of course, this should be locked. This locked. So I'm going to place it just the way I want it to be, right in the center, and also reduce the opacity, of course. So you just cast that shadow minutely. So these details are very, very important. These details which I'm adding are very, very important. So you can see it's casting some shadow from down there. Just want it to be minute. And voila. From here you can go ahead and save your design. Save it. We are done with this design. That's how you can create this particular design using your smartphone. Very easy something. Very easy something. So from here now you can go ahead, go to maybe Snapseed or Lightroom and edit it. I already have a video on my channel on how to make use of Snapseed to edit your already designs. Don't send this kind of design. Don't send this design just like that without editing it. Make sure you edit it. After editing it, you are going to get something here. You can see. So this is very simple to create. Easy. You just have to pay attention to all the details and you'll be able to create them just as I've shown in this particular tutorial. If you found this video very useful, make sure you like this video, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel, because more of these tutorials will be coming up in this particular channel. You wouldn't even want to miss, because this is a channel that teaches you more about how to use your smartphone to create popping and functional designs. Alright, I'm Cornelius Aleki once more, and I will see you in my next video. And until next time, stay creative.